A warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful morning and we are sure it's going to be a very high intensity game.
The captain has opted to bat first after winning the toss.
These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Pace bowler into the attack. The bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Up in the air. Oh, that's a dream start for the fielding team. What a delivery. A long walk back to the pavilion. Doesn't look happy at all. The bowler is fired up. Looks good to get another scalp. Oh, he's clubbed that for a six. That's a great hit. Picked and deposited out of the park for a six. That's a clean strike. Well, it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Squeeze a single there. Good running. Leg by, says umpire. Runs at it to the team's total. Excellent running between the wickets. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. It's a full house here and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Oh, that's a good delivery, right on the money. Batsman losing his concentration there. That's hit hard. That's hit for six. That's a great shot. Oh, that's beautifully done by the batsman. Exquisite timing. It looks in good batting form. Picked and deposited out of the park for a six. That's a clean strike. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. He's very lucky to get away with that one. That's skillful bowling. Batsman losing his concentration there. Well, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Perfect timing. Magnificent striking from the batsman. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Oh, that's edged and four. Not much that he can do about that one. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. Poor ball, but that's a sensational shot. That's going to be four. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. Oh, that's nasty. Right into the body. That's a beauty. The batsman had to play at that one. Batsman losing his concentration there. That's a six. The power is extraordinary. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line of the ball. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. Batsman losing his concentration there. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. That's hit hard. That's hit for six. That's a great shot. And that's a very well played 50, a solid innings. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. Oh, he's launched that one. That's huge. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. Wonderful 50, and the crowd applauds. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. He's growing in stature as well in this innings. That's hit hard. That's hit for six. That's a great shot. Glorious, absolutely glorious. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Beautiful shot by the batsman. That's for more. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Good shot for a single. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. And the batting power play comes to an end. Cracking delivery, almost unplayable. tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. Good shot for a single. Squeeze a single there, good running. Good backing up by the fielder. Shows how involved he is in the game. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a six. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Spinner brought back from the other end. That's hit hard. That's hit for six. That's a great shot. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. But it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Oh, that's a good delivery, right on the money. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Oh, he's thrown it wide. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. This has been a high-class century. He has looked so confident throughout the innings. Bowlers need to bowl tighter lines to him. They have to make sure it's not a daddy 100. Oh, he's clubbed that for a six. That's a great hit. That's a six. The power is extraordinary. That's high in the air. Excellent dive. Superb reflexes. That could well be the catch of the match. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. That was fantastic piece of bowling. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound at the bat. In the air. Well, that's how poor shot from the batsman. Must be kicking himself. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Spinner back. I think that's a good move. It's very important as a bowler to make the batsman play. Played into the gap, should be able to run two here. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. That's in the air. Good shot for a single. That's an excellent throw. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Glorious, absolutely glorious. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident when there's space on the ball. That's high in the air. Spectacular catch. Perfectly timed his jump and made sure he held on to that one. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Spinner brought back from the other end. The bowler must try and keep this new batsman on strike and create pressure. Good shot for a single. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six.